Music, dance, theater. It's time to take a seat on the aisle with Tom Alvarez. Hear from performers, producers, presenters, and creators who enrich our lives in the performing arts. Who's on stage? Here is Tom Alvarez to introduce you.
Greetings, and welcome to On the Aisle with me, Tom Alvarez. My guest on today's episode is Ryan Galloway, the newest company member of Dance Kaleidoscope, Indiana's premier contemporary dance company. Join me now as I go on the aisle for my conversation with Ryan. Welcome, Ryan. It's great to have you on the show.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Welcome to Indianapolis.
Thank you.
Okay, how long has it been since you've been in town?
Oh, we moved here beginning of July. So,
And who is we?
that would be my wife, Kim, and I.
Okay. And I know that you moved from Chicago.
That's correct. Yeah.
And you have a connection to Joshua, correct?
I sure do. Yeah.
And Joshua Blake Carter. He has been here for a year as the artistic director of Dance Kaleidoscope, and you are the newest member of the company, correct?
That's correct. Yeah.
Great. So tell me about how it is that you came to Indianapolis and Dance Kaleidoscope. Was it Josh directly, can I presume, or?
I had a conversation with Josh, in October, kind of thinking maybe I might move to Indianapolis to move closer to family. And eventually we decided that, that's a great idea. We should do that. And I reached out to him, and he definitely helped us get here. Yeah.
Okay, so you are from Indiana.
I am. Yeah.
And whereabouts?
I'm from a small town called New Richmond, Indiana. It's about 300 people. If you've ever seen the movie Hoosiers, that's where it was filmed.
Really?
Mm-hmm. The opening scene of him driving into the town hasn't changed at all. It looks exactly the same, but it's just north of Crawfordsville, about 20 minutes.
Okay, what part of the state is that?
That is a little northwest of here, Montgomery County.
Okay, so tell me about growing up in New Richmond.
We lived on a dirt road, so we didn't have a lot of neighbors. We kind of lived in the country, and we had to travel 20 minutes to get to my nearest dance studio, to Crawfordsville.
My goodness, how did you become interested in dance?
So actually, and this is very interesting, I was at my grandparents' house, and I was watching an episode of Mr. Rogers, and he had a tap dancer on there. His name is Sam Weber, and I watched it, and I was totally amazed by it, and I went to my grandma's kitchen, and I was like, hey, I can totally do that, and I just started moving my feet around, and they were like, we should put you into dance. I was 4 years old.
That's interesting. Okay, so where did you end up going?
A little place called Dance by Deborah in Crawfordsville.
Dance by Deborah.
Yep.
That's charming. And how long did you study there?
I was there till I was 18, so 14 years.
Oh, wow. Are you still in touch with Deborah?
So my wife, Kim, and I both teach there now.
Oh, really?
Yep. I'm actually headed there after this to teach.
That is really interesting. Wow. Those kids are going to get some valuable, all kinds of lessons from you, right?
Absolutely, yes.
And how old are they? What's the range of ages?
I teach middle school to high school, but they teach 2-year-olds to 18-year-olds and adults now too.
So they teach everything: modern, tap, jazz,
hip hop, acro, ballet.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Hip hop too. That's pretty common now these days.
Yeah. We were really big into hip hop back then too.
I'll be darned.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you went on to, where'd you go to high school?
I went to North Montgomery High School.
Okay. And is that near New Richmond as well?
Yeah, it's in a small town, Linden, Indiana.
Okay. So then tell me about your training, your college background.
Yeah. After high school, I went to Indiana University in the contemporary department. Back then, it was a Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology, but recently they've changed it to a Bachelor of Fine Arts.
What did you say that title was?
A Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
How do they get dance out of that?
Beats me.
Yeah. Well, I'd never heard that before.
Yeah.
That's a study of course.
Yeah, it's like movement of body, like how your body moves.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And how was your experience at IU?
It was great. I went.
Teachers?
Yeah, absolutely.
What were their backgrounds? I mean, had they danced at major companies? Were they from different parts of the country, or?
Yeah, they're from different parts of the country. A lot of theater people. The director of the company, Elizabeth Shea, I know she went to Penn State and studied there modern dance, and I know she taught at Florida, somewhere in Florida, before starting the contemporary program at Indiana.
And had they been dancers,
Yes.
previously?
Yep.
With companies?
I think so.
Professional dancers?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
So what did you learn from them besides movement? What else did they give you life lessons? Did they teach you about the world of a professional dancer and so on and so forth?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Practical stuff.
Yes. I think the thing I took away most from that is, especially growing up, time management, like how to manage my time better before I went into the real world, because as a 18-year-old kid coming in, I was really bad at that.
Why?
That's a great question. I'm not sure. To be honest, I'm going to say laziness probably. But I think as I got older, it got much, much better.
I bet you're managing your time now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, you have to. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, but did they stress that in your school by any chance? Being on time, things like that, being, quote, professional.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And when I was not professional, they let me know about it.
Well, I just asked that because it seems that when you have a company or you go to a school where your teachers have worked in the real world, that tends to be stressed. The idea that you should always conduct yourself, even when you're a student,
right,
as a professional.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be the expectation.
Exactly.
When you get into the real world, and I take it you found that, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So how were you those years at IU in Bloomington? 4 years you spent?
I spent 5 years there.
5 years?
Yeah.
Why is that?
How I put it is my dancing is good, brains not so much. So I had to do a little extra schooling to get my degree.
Liberal arts?
To get the Bachelor of Science, I had to
did you study the liberal arts in general?
Yeah.
All the usual.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was your degree in then?
It was in kinesiology, a Bachelor of Science in kinesiology.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bachelor of Science. That's interesting.
Yeah.
So how was it living in Bloomington?
Oh, I love Bloomington. My wife and I got married in Bloomington.
And how did you meet her?
She was also a dance major in Bloomington, yeah.
Okay. And so Bloomington seems very idyllic, you know? And of course, there's so many things it has to offer, cultural attractions. Besides the university, there's all that, right?
Right.
Good restaurants, and then you've got Monroe County.
Yeah.
I mean, do you know it's on the top of a lot of lists for retirees and just people in general just love it.
Yeah. One of my grandparents' friends lives in Bloomington.
Okay.
Retired and loves it. Lives on Lake Monroe and loves it. Yeah.
Of course, I'm not retired, but a lot of my contemporaries are. And I know several who moved from other places specifically to Bloomington. They went to a map and said, where do we, they did their research, and Bloomington's always at the top of the list. So
wow. Yeah.
I wondered, okay, so what happened after you graduated?
After I graduated, I was looking for auditions, and my roommate that I was living with at the time, he was like, I'm going to Chicago to audition for this jazz dance company. Do you want to come? And I was like, yeah, why not? Might as well give it a shot. And my current wife, Kim, was living in Chicago at the time. So I was going up to visit her too. We went to the audition. It was I remember very clearly, it was Super Bowl weekend. There was a blizzard, and we got lost outside trying to find where the audition was. So we hid around the corner behind a big building to shield ourselves from the wind. And a $20 bill fell by my foot, and I picked it up, and I was like, oh, wow, 20. So then we eventually found the audition, And I got to the final round, and they said, we'll give you a call. And a couple months later, they gave me that call. So then I was a member of Giordano Dance Chicago.
Well, that's quite a story.
Yeah.
So you feel that was a sign that $20 bills of fortune to come?
Yes, I believe so.
Well, I'm familiar with that name as our men, anybody who has any kind of background or has an education about the arts. Over the years as a reviewer, I've seen that in people's credits.
Yep.
A lot. People from all over the country, frankly, but a lot in the Midwest for sure. A lot of people who went on to be quite successful studied there. And I remember seeing it for the very first time when I was a theater student, and I would go to like Summer Stock or various other places like in northern Indiana, Wagon Wheel Playhouse, one of them in Warsaw, Indiana. And a lot of the performers had been educated at Northwestern.
Okay.
And many of them had studied with Giordano. And that name has always stuck with me because they were so impressive as college students. Is there a partnership between Northwestern and Giordano Dance?
I think there used to be back in the day.
Okay.
There's not anymore. Yeah.
Okay, but in any case, I knew that name early on, and then, reviewing Broadway shows coming to town and then shows in New York, I've seen that company name. Tell our listeners a bit about Giordano's history.
Sure. Gus Giordano started a professional company in 1963. It comprised of 4 dancers. They were in Evanston for a while, and they had a school and the professional company as well.
Where Northwestern is located.
Correct. Exactly. Since then, when I joined, it was just the professional company. There's no school. And that was in 2015. So I'm not sure when the split was, but yeah. So now it's just a professional company.
Okay. So over the years, as I said, they educated generations of dancers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And tell me, what was your, did you start out as a student and then became a member of their junior company, or what was your progression?
So they have a Giordano 2 company.
Yes.
And then a junior performing associate, a senior performing associate, and those are all still part of the second company, and then the main company.
I said you start out as a student, but no, you start out as a performer with which company?
So when I first
to the juniors.
When I first started out, I was lucky enough to be a senior performing associate.
Okay.
So it's like the step right under the main company. So if someone got hurt, like one of the guys got hurt in the main company, it's me. I'm in.
And did that happen ever?
So I did get to travel with the company my very first season to Tel Aviv, Israel.
Wow.
It was very fun and eye-opening.
Why? Why was it eye-opening?
Just to see how other cultures live and to be kind of be shoved in with the main company almost right away, because I came in August and that was in, I want to say, the beginning of November. So I had 3 months to prepare.
Well, had you ever been out of the country before?
No.
Wow, no wonder it was just experience. You hadn't even traveled, much less dance for the major dance company.
Right, yeah.
Wow. And how long were you there?
In Tel Aviv? We were there for a week.
What was it? What stood out for you besides the performing, which I'm sure was...
the stage we performed on, it was like an opera house stage, and it was huge. It was 3 football fields long.
Wow.
It was insane, and we were so close, we just had to walk there, which is cool. I liked walking around by myself in Israel. We kind of just did our own thing, usually in pairs, but sometimes I like to walk around and just take it all in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And how were you received, the company?
Oh, they really liked us. Yeah. They wanted us to come back, but I don't think we've been back since then.
Well, I understand that, of course, Israel has drawn over its history, has drawn its population from every corner of the world. So you've got a lot of people from different cultures there already, right?
Yep.
Highly educated, many, of course.
Yes.
So I'm sure they appreciate it a great deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's had an indelible impression on you, right?
Yes.
After that. So what happened after the tour? Returned back to Chicago and...
Yep, we returned back to Chicago. We had a little bit off, and then we came back in January and just kept... We tour mainly around the continental United States.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah.
So it was national.
Yeah.
Okay, not just regional. Not just the Midwest.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where's some of the places you danced at? Or
Yep. We toured to, when I was in the company, we toured to Hawaii, Dallas. We danced in New York.
what was that like? Where did you dance in New York?
It was for APAP, which is like a conference for like people to bring you in. So we did a little thing at APAP. Yeah.
That's where bookers and
Exactly.
agents and people and the presenters.
Yeah.
So you perform with other companies in like a big space.
It's actually a pretty small space.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It was like a black box.
Okay. But that's how you got the booking work, huh?
Yep.
Okay. And so how long were you with the company?
I was with Giordano for 9 seasons.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that would be, what, 9 years, 10 years?
Yeah, 9 years.
Seasons.
Yep.
And how was it living in Chicago while dancing with a glamorous company like that?
It's great. We did move around a lot, though. We lived in 8 different places in nine years.
So why is that?
Just something, every time we moved, we found something just a little better or
You kept
a little bigger. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you enjoy Chicago?
Yeah. I love Chicago.
Yeah. What did you love about it?
Just, you can do anything you want there. I love that if you want sushi at 1 a.m., you can find it. If you want something to do at 11 p.m., you can go find something to do, you know?
Do you feel it has its own unique character as opposed to, like, say, New York or other large cities?
I think so, yeah, absolutely. I think Chicago is cleaner than New York, personally, and people are a little nicer.
Well, I think that's pretty generally agreed, even by New Yorkers, that there's that Midwestern thing. Do you feel it exists? Well, you're obviously from the Midwest, so Chicago also has the benefit of that sort of culture, if you call it.
Definitely, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you can't get eye contact in the streets of New York.
No.
You can't get it in Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so why did you leave?
To move closer to family.
Okay, you mentioned that.
Yeah, getting older, and my wife's parents are getting older, so it just seemed logical.
I hope that means that there aren't any health issues or anything like that.
No.
In your body. Yeah.
No.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
So you all seem really close to your families?
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure.
And they are within driving distance, so they can come and see you perform.
Exactly. Yeah. My family's now just an hour away.
Okay.
And her family is 2 hours away. So.
And is she dancing? Is your wife dancing still?
She's not currently dancing for anyone, but she's teaching a lot.
Or where does she teach?
We both teach at Stage 1 in Greenwood.
Okay.
We both teach at my studio that I grew up at in Crawfordsville.
Okay.
And she's also teaching at the Stage 1 location in Frankfurt. So she's kind of all over the place.
Okay, so she's pretty busy.
Yeah.
Does she miss performing?
Yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
she does.
Yeah. Is she auditioning for any companies around this area?
She auditioned for a couple places. Yeah.
What do you think of the dance scene here right now?
Yeah. After seeing the what was it? The Indie Dance Festival. I love it. Yeah. There's so many people and so many companies that I know that I got to see from college days, and I loved watching. Such as, do you know Layla from Kenyete?
I know Kenyete. I don't know.
Okay.
Love. I know who you're talking about.
Yes. Layla danced at Indiana with us. I love Layla. And some other people.
Have you seen Indianapolis Ballet, Gregory Hancock?
I've seen Gregory Hancock before, a long time ago. I have not seen the ballet yet, but I need to go see them.
Okay, so have you made contact with... Well, there's still a lot of former DK dancers around. Have you come to know a lot of those folks?
Yeah.
Like Marielle Greenlee, for one.
Yes, I had talked to Marielle at the dance festival.
Well, if anybody knows what's going on in the dance scene,
It'd be her.
because she has the organization that,
Right.
that you, of course, know about.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's a pretty close-knit group as far as they all tell me that, everybody pretty much knows everybody.
Yeah.
Because there's been a lot of intersection and people have danced. A lot of Gregory Hancock dancers have gone on to dance for other companies locally. And so it's including DK, I'm not mistaken. So tell me about thus far, your time with DK. How has it been?
It's been great. We started July 8th, and we're just now having a week off to kind of get ourselves together. But it's been a fun and exciting couple months so far.
What makes it fun?
Just the people.
Yeah.
The people, learning new works. It's been a long time since I've learned a new work because I was with Giordano for so long. We did a lot of the same works. So it's been fun learning new things. We've had a guest choreographer since we started that was here for 2 weeks, Sean Aaron Carmen, who set a work on us. Yeah, just getting to know the people and the new rep.
So you feel like this is an opportunity because you're going to be exposed to different choreography.
Yes.
I take it.
Mm-hmm.
And do you see that as a great way to grow?
I do, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, do you think that it's important that artists have an opportunity to grow, not stay the same, or continue to repeat repertoire that they've done 100 times?
Right. Yeah.
Do you like being stretched?
I do like being stretched. I think it's very important to keep growing.
And also the opportunity to work with different choreographers. Is that one of the reasons you were attracted to the company?
Yes,
Is
absolutely.
that part of their pitch for you?
Yeah.
That this would happen?
Yes. I think the main pitch was Josh, to be honest.
Yeah.
I love Josh very much.
I was just going to get to that. What was your experience with him at Giordano? What did you dance in that he choreographed, or what was your relationship there?
He was the Giordano 2 director for a really long time. So I was in the Giordano 2 company for 2 years. But I was also dancing with the main company. So I was dancing with him for 2 years as well. He was also my tour roommate when we went on tour. He's just a great guy. And
What makes him a great guy?
he's very nice. He's funny. He's fun to be around. But when he needs to get serious, we can get serious, and he'll tell you what he wants and make sure you're doing it right.
What sets his work apart from other choreographers?
I think it's his process. I really like his process in choreographing. He shows you kind of what he wants, and then if it's not exactly the same, we'll change it. I mean, we'll make it fit your body. And I think that's really great. A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people come in and just set something and expect you to be able to just replicate it. Mm-hmm. He likes to set things on
He's
people.
not robotic.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what sets his storytelling apart from others? What do you think about his aesthetic, his work in general?
Mm-hmm. I think it's a very grounded work usually. I love his storytelling. I think it's sometimes a little dark and ominous, but I love that. I think it's very powerful to watch. Yeah.
So tell me about your fellow dancers. Tell me about them.
They're all great people. I haven't met anyone I don't like yet, so that's great.
Is that unusual in your world?
Sometimes you meet some people that you're just like, I don't vibe with you, and it's cool. We'll get through it, but I haven't had that issue here.
Do you think a lot of that, though, has to do with the company and or the artistic director sets the tone?
I don't think so. Yeah. I think it's all from, like, history, like how you're brought up and, like, learning and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. It just has a lot to do with the way you were... Yeah.
Yes.
Your personality.
Exactly.
You can have a terrible personality but still be a great artist.
Exactly.
Yeah, I guess that runs true. But I would think, though, that Joshua, as did David, his predecessor, did set a tone.
Yeah.
You know, the way they, there wasn't, from what I hear, a company has a lot to do with the leadership and how they treat their dancers with respect.
That's true, yeah.
And give them leeway. my way or the highway.
Right.
And I think from the beginning, when I reached out to you, I told you I've had the great pleasure, if not honor, of covering the company since its inception, founders. And so I've seen it grow and change to where it is before. And they've had some exceptional leadership.
Yeah, absolutely.
And as far as my own experience, the dancers there was always great morale. There's always been great morale in that company.
Yes.
And of course, all the supporting people too. The people who do the lighting, the costuming, stage managers, everybody. It's as close to a family as one could expect, right? Do you think it's like that?
I think so, yeah. They really do take great care of their dancers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no regrets at all leaving Giordano and even Chicago, though. I mean, tell me thus far what it's been like living in Indianapolis for someone having experienced what you said in Chicago. You got to admit there are more choices there, but it's apples and oranges.
Right, exactly.
That's true?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
There's still tons of stuff to do here. I haven't had time to do them, but there's still a bunch of stuff to do here, and I think...
Well, I think many people who live here, like I have for a long time, will tell you that, for the longest time, Chicago was a destination because I'm generalizing here, but this is my own experience. I yearned for many of the things that Chicago offered and we didn't have here, just good restaurants. And now...
Oh, yeah,
we've got plenty of options. We certainly don't have a lake, but, we've got Caitlin Clark now, the Colts. So we have a great sport, but we have so much great art here, and I should know because I cover all of it.
Yeah.
Are you a sports fan at all?
Oh, yes.
Okay, well, that's good.
Big.
Because that the city has promoted that from the get-go, amateur sports, because that... I don't know if people have told you this story, but the city fathers at that time got together and said, hey, we need a hook. We need to take the city to the next level. We've had some great leadership and mayors, so I don't know who came up with the idea since we don't have any mountains or a lake or an ocean. So, we have to give people a reason to come here.
Yeah.
And at the time, the arts was, very vital. It has been ever since I've been here, but not to the extent it is now, but they had to find something that was practical, and it became sports. Then first, as you've heard, it was the Colts that got the whole rolling. So what do you enjoy in terms of sports?
I'm a big football fan.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, were you a Bears fan?
My dad is a huge Bears fan.
But you'll always be a Bears fan, right?
Oh, well, a little bit. I am actually, don't hate me, I am a Jaguars fan.
No.
Okay, thanks.
If you're a Patriots fan, I probably hate you, but no.
Oh, no. I'm a Jaguars fan and have been since I was in first grade.
Yeah. Well, I think, I don't know how the Colts record stands up next to theirs, but I've been here many, many times.
Yes.
I don't recall. Haven't we vanquished them a lot here?
Good amount.
So, do you go to the Colts games?
I've been to a few, yeah.
Great.
I'm excited for this season because now I live much closer, so it'd be easier to go to.
What other sports do you like?
Basketball, baseball.
Well, I love hearing this because, I'm an artist myself, and I cover the arts. Arts is my passion, but I also love sports.
Yeah.
And I don't think that artists are monolithic, Not all of us, sports is boring. I hate boring. I hate sports or whatever.
Yeah.
They just write it all up. But, that's the same attitude that, people who don't know the arts categorize and they stereotype. So it's refreshing to hear that you as an artist or performing artist, that you have appreciation. Actually, I think that sports is very theatrical.
Yeah.
Has drama, has comedy, has pathos.
Yeah.
Like I just saw that in the Olympics. Did you watch the Olympics?
I sure did, yeah.
What are some of your other interests besides sports?
I like singing.
Really?
Yeah, I love singing.
Have you performed in theater and musicals?
Yes, I was in a lot of musicals growing up.
Okay.
Yep.
And give me some examples. What are some of the shows you've been in?
Oh, I was in The Music Man, South Pacific, You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown.
What did you play in that?
Snoopy.
I could see that.
It was actually at my high school, and they had a like a dinner theater set up. So they had
I could hear
tables.
you do supper time.
Yep, for sure.
Oh, okay.
Let's see what else. Annie, Get Your Gun, Oliver.
Wow, those are a lot of classics.
Footloose, Seven Brides for Seven Brothers.
You're a tenor, I take it.
Tenor too, yeah.
Okay, tenor too, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so any chance you'll get to do any of that? I can't see that with your schedule, but could you? Would you?
I mean, I would eventually, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe after I take a step away from dancing professionally.
Well,
I
there are
could get
plenty
more
of
in that.
theaters here. I bet you they would love to hear you audition sometime.
Yeah, I would love to.
Well, they'll hear it. They'll hear this, and so this will be a good place for you to start.
Yeah.
But did you do professional theater while you were in Chicago at all?
Not in Chicago, no. I didn't have time.
Yeah.
The schedule was too rigorous.
Yeah, but you always have it in your back pocket.
Exactly.
And I'm one who believes that one can never lose their talent. So you can do theater throughout your life.
Yeah.
What you right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And so besides performing, singing, what else? Anything else? Do you like the outdoors?
Not really. Too many bugs for me.
I would have taken you for like a hiker.
Yeah.
Swimmer.
I get that a lot. I actually can't swim, yeah.
I can't either. So, yeah. Well, tell me more about the company and the season. Tell me about what we can look forward to this coming year.
Yeah. We have a show I believe it's at IRT in October. It's called Late Night Tales, and you'll see new works and old works, and yeah, it'll be fun.
Whose new works and old works?
I believe, yes, Josh's new work. Well, technically it's an old work, but it's a new work for us. It's called Late Night Tales. You'll see Sean Aaron Carmen's new work that he just set on us. You'll see one of David Ho-Choi's old works, Rhapsody in Blue. And I don't remember what else is in the show.
Oh, that's okay. Tell me about, have you met David?
Yes, he just recently came in and taught us class and was helping clean his work, Rhapsody in Blue. Yeah.
What were your impressions?
Oh, David's great. The legacy he brings is like, you could kind of latch on to it. And
Have you ever seen his work previously?
I have, yes.
Where did you see it?
At IRT.
Okay. Okay.
I think I saw Carmina Burana. Actually performed like a precursor to them in college. They like brought us in. We did a duet before they did Carmina. I think it was Liberty Harris's last show. We did it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Great. So you were familiar with him, of course, before you came to Indy. How is he? Is he well known in the dance world from your observations?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. People know of him and this company for sure.
Yeah, when you live here, you take things for granted. I asked you that because I wanted your perspective, because I know from where I sit that David, because of his connection to Martha Graham.
Right.
He has connections all over the world, not only having been a dancer in her company, but also at her right, by her side as her protege. That's a big deal.
Absolutely.
I think people understand, but in the dance world, people know, and I think proof of that is that he still teaches in the summer at the Graham Company, or teaches class.
Yeah.
So he's really left his mark in this community as a whole. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So chances are, while you're here, I expect that they'll probably revive a lot of his work. Do you think that'll happen?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we know we're doing one for sure.
How do you find dancing that work? You have to be in great shape, don't you?
Absolutely. Oh my gosh.
Well, both him and Josh have that in common.
Yeah.
It's like, you really better be physically in shape.
Yeah, you definitely need the stamina to keep keep going, keep trucking.
Talk to me about the life of a dancer. How do you take care of your body or your instrument? Tell me about your lifestyle as a dancer. It's been very interested in how do you take care of your, quote, instrument?
Yep. So I'm actually really bad at that, but what I do, I come into the studio, I stretch, get ready for the day. We have our full day, and then afterwards I usually go teach. But on the days I don't go teach, I really love to just sit and relax, especially in my, I quote unquote, older age for a dancer.
How old are you?
I'm 32.
Okay.
I will be 33 in January.
That's so funny.
I know.
So you're a senior.
Correct. Seasoned. We like to say seasoned.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I find just having time to relax and sit is very important to me as a person. Other people say they like to like roll out or take baths or get massages. Not me. I don't do that. I just want to sit in quiet and just relax.
Okay, so I take it you get your rest though too, right? Do you get a good night's sleep?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I try to.
You're married, so you're not partying, going out late at night.
No.
Most serious dancers that I know don't do that anyway.
Right.
Yeah. On occasion, but
Yeah.
it's not a lifestyle.
No.
You couldn't do it.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, and be sure for what you have to do.
Exactly.
So tell me about your, you take class every day? Mm-hmm. Okay. Just the life of a dancer though. So it's focused on the work.
Yeah.
In the studio. Mm-hmm. And so the studio is just a part of your lifestyle, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And tell those who aren't familiar with the dance world that, dance is often referred to class. What does that mean? Taking class.
Taking class. Mm-hmm. Yep. So a teacher will come in and depending on the style, like if it's a ballet class, we'll start at the bar. And then we'll do some progression. It's just getting your body warm for the day, getting ready to rehearse or learn new things or lift human beings in the air, like whatever you need to do for that day. That's what class is for, to get you ready and warm so you don't pull a hamstring or something.
Tell me about dancers' bodies. They have a particular physique. Mm-hmm. Dancers aren't going for muscles. They're not gym bunnies, in other words. You have a particular physique. It's sort of like a swimmer's, Yeah. There's not a lot of bulk. Mm-hmm. What's the reason for that? Is that so you can kick your legs up high?
I would say because, flexibility is a big thing, right? Mm-hmm. So you don't want to be too big where you can't like move your arm back, Yeah. But you still have to be strong enough to lift people. Mm-hmm.
I always marvel at that. You guys are really strong.
Yeah, surprising. Like a lot of us don't look it, but we're definitely really strong.
That's what I'm talking about. Most people don't understand. Well, you would think that they would need bigger muscles in order to lift those.
Yeah.
But gravity has a lot to do with it too. I've always really been interested though in watching partnering, how that works.
Yeah.
And you really have to have trust for each other, right?
Absolutely.
Talk about that a little bit. Mm-hmm. What is that about when I say trust?
Trust. Yeah. So if you're partnering someone with you and your partner kind of have to build a trust together to be able to lift, and it's all about timing with each other. And if you don't have the right timing, the lift's not going to work. So once you figure out the right timing with each other, you kind of just go for it. Now there are definitely girls that will just go for it, and I love that. But sometimes it just takes a little extra time to figure out where to grab them or what to do to get them up with the same timing so it looks flawless and not clunky.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And as far as the trust, when you are assigned to dance with a partner, do you take it upon yourselves to like really get to know each other and bond as friends, or can you do that without having to go through all that?
I think we can do it without it. Yeah. But at this point in the company, just a month, like 2 months in, we already know a lot about each other. Mm-hmm. We're already friends, so we don't need to take the time to do that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, it shows with
Yeah.
the best partnering that there is a relationship outside. And I think it would be really difficult if you didn't like the person that you're working with.
Yeah.
You'd have to be really good actors. And that's
Right.
another thing as a reviewer, I always try to pay attention in my reviews to commenting on the acting.
Mm-hmm.
And I happen to think that in the dance world, the acting as a whole has become stronger and stronger and stronger. And particularly in DK, does that come from the choreographers who are also obviously directing? Is that stressed acting characterization?
Sometimes, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In this new work we're doing by Sean Aaron Carmen, there's some acting involved for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that we've gotten better as we did it more. So it's like just repetition helps.
Again, as a reviewer, I've had to learn vocabulary
Sure.
in order to describe it. I don't write for other dancers. I write for the general public, but I try to educate, and I've been educated myself, mostly through DK over the years, covering DK and ballet, of course, and some of the terminology. But for our listeners, describe some of these terms that I've learned to describe the dancing I'm seeing, like personality. How is that reflected in dance performance?
In dance, I think your facial expression is very important. Your eyes are definitely very important. Where are you looking can signify different things. Like if I'm looking at you in the eyes, it means we have a connection. If I'm looking away from you, maybe we don't have quite a strong connection. If I'm looking down, then maybe I'm upset with you. So I think the eyes are very important in personality.
How about musicality? What does that mean?
Musicality to me means, you're making me think, Tom.
Isn't it relationship to music, how your body matches the music?
That's a good way to put it. Yeah, I would say so. Is it really strong music? Are you hitting the movement strong? I think that's dependent on how the music sounds with your body. So if it's soft, maybe you're soft.
Does this person have a sense of,
rhythm?
What's their physicality?
Right.
A rhythm.
Yeah.
They dance to the music. Do they hit those notes?
Right. Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. At least that's what my understanding is. And what sets out, what are these dancers' qualities?
Sure.
What sets them apart with maybe someone else?
Mm-hmm.
And for me, it is how they move with the music.
Yeah.
And for me, it's always gives me great joy to see that technique. And what does technique mean to you?
Technique.
Mm-hmm.
I think to me, technique it's very straightforward to me. Like, are you pointing your foot? Is your passe high? Are you pointing your feet in your jumps?
Mm-hmm.
Things like that.
I also am a producer.
Mm-hmm.
I put on cabaret shows.
Okay.
I have a company called Magic Thread Cabaret. I should plug it. And the reason I brought that up, though, is because with the people that I direct, performers, and there's sometimes movement involved. Usually they're stationary, but I encourage performers to move around.
Mm-hmm.
I do that, though. I encourage them. And sometimes we do review work, so maybe 2 or 3 people. And if there's choreography, I'm really a stickler on, and this is what I've learned from watching dance, ballet and DK, fingers, elbows, wrists. I want to see everyone synchronized.
Yeah.
And to me, that's the art. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if I'm distracted by someone whose wrist isn't bent like everyone else in the chorus of the company, it drives me nuts.
Yep. Yeah.
But isn't that what the art form is? I mean, you seek perfection, right?
Yes, exactly.
What does that mean for you as an artist? Do you seek perfection?
I do. In my own body, I seek to strive for what the choreographer wants. If the choreographer wants something specific, I try to really make it a thing. But I also like to I think as a seasoned dancer, I like to also find my own style in things. So I'll take what the choreographer wants, definitely keep it in, but also you have to add your own flavor, your own little thing to make it kind of stand out a little bit. So you're not just a robot with everyone else, you know?
Sure. What does it mean to you to hear the audience response to your work? Applause.
Yeah. We live for the applause. That's the whole reason we do it.
Why? Why?
I think it's just the rush that you get from hearing the applause after you've worked so hard doing something. And once you hear the applause, you're like, yes, we did it, you know? Live for the applause. I think all dancers live for the applause.
Well, having danced for as long as you did with the company there, I'm sure you developed a fan base, did you not?
For sure, yeah.
And what is that like?
Having a fan base?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. You know, the DK audience, I'm sure you found it up there too, that when there are young people in the audience, I really love hearing the young people, the way they respond with hoots and hollers and yells.
Yeah.
You know, you don't hear that in perhaps ballet.
No, not at the ballet, no.
But in contemporary dance, young people really respond to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in Chicago, the jazz dance, wild. Like they'll holler and yell during the show, but we live for that. We love it.
Yeah, well, and you can see it on the dancers' faces, you know, during the curtain call.
Right.
You don't see any manufacturers smiling on people. It seems like such a really joyful experience.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's another reason I wanted you on today. I like having artists on to talk about, you know, behind the scenes, pull back the curtain.
Yeah.
And give people an appreciation for it. It really is a job, isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
It's work. You take it very seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was delightful getting to know you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And can't wait to see you on the stage. How can people buy tickets?
If you go...
Where do they find info about Dance Kaleidoscope?
Yep. You can go online at dancecal.org. You can find tickets there for all the shows and information about anything you want to know about the company. And how about you personally? Do you have a website? My wife and I do have a website, yes. What is it? It is GallowayDanceandMovement.com. And are you on social media? Do you have a Facebook, Instagram, all of that working? Definitely do, yeah. I'm trying to get your fan base straight. Yeah, here. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, my Instagram is at RJGallow, GALLOW. What are the dates of the next show? And tell us the title again. It's called Late Night Tales, and it is October 18th, 19th, and 20th. Okay. Well, those of you who are listening, make your way to the Indiana Repertory Theater, main stage, and catch Dance Kaleidoscope in their season premiere. Right? Again, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you, Tom. I appreciate it. And I will see you on the aisle. All right. Okay. Thanks. Our thanks go out to our media sponsor, Urban Times. Urban Times is a monthly news magazine which serves as the official neighborhood newsletter for 16 Indianapolis neighborhoods, offering news about development, arts and entertainment, and from the business community. Who will take center stage on the podcast next? Your seat on the aisle with Tom Alvarez awaits. Follow Tom on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, and make sure to visit tomalvarez.studio. Watch Tom every other Thursday on Lifestyle Live on Wish TV, and make sure to listen every week here on the All Indiana Podcast Network.